Welcome back. If you've just joined us, you're watching the news at 10, broadcasting live from Lagos. A reminder of our top stories. Federal High Court Abuja invalidates new PDP party to treat breakaway group as criminals. Presidential Advisory Committee on National Dialogue begins work, meets citizens in Akure, the Ondo State capital. World Bank gives $150 million education grant to Anambra, Bauchi and Ekiti states. And 2 bodies likely to be those of attackers of the Kenyan mall recovered. All our top stories and other programs can be found on our website, channelstv.com, and on youtube.com/channelsweb. To get us on the move, visit m.channelstv.com. To view us live on iPads, iPhones or Blackberries, you can also download the Channels TV app for Android and Nokia 920 devices from their respective stores. You can now interact with Channels Eyewitness feature on our Android and Windows 8 platforms. If you have a picture or video to share with us, all you need to do is download the Channels TV Android application on your device, swipe to reveal the Eyewitness menu, and follow the instructions to share your report, pictures and videos. The Labour Party candidate in the race for the Anambra State Government House, Mr. Ifeanyi, has taken the battle to the hometown of the incumbent governor, Mr. Peter Obi. At a rally held at St. Peter's Anglican Ground in Agulu, Anyocha, a local government area, Mr. Oba told the teeming crowd that if voted into power, his government would provide thousands of jobs for the people. He also promised to give kerosene free to the women who attended the rally.
By every step of the way, it does appear that the Labour Party candidate, Dr. Patrick Ifeanyi Uba, is determined to become the next governor of Anambra State. After his campaign launch some weeks back, he is here in Governor Obi's hometown in Agulu for another round of campaign. As he makes his way into the grounds of St. Peter's Anglican Church, the crowd with many adorned in party colors went into frenzy.
I will rehabilitate your schools. Do proper research about who you should vote for.
He mounts the rostrum with another round of singing before making his speech.
Mothers, I greet you. We will give you kerosene today. Everyone that has a Labour Party card will get kerosene.
Dr. Ifeanyi Uba goes on to assure the residents of the governor's hometown that he will resuscitate the ailing Bex industry, which he claimed Governor Obi did not fix, in addition to other commitments made on lifting the standard of living of the community he voted into power.
The National Human Rights Commission has vowed to investigate the alleged cases of human rights violations reported to it by the Governor of Rivers State, Mr. Chibuike Amechi. Answering questions from journalists in Abuja before going into a closed-door meeting with Governor Amechi, the Executive Secretary of the Commission, Professor Ben Angwe, said all persons listed in the petition will be thoroughly investigated. He also announced that the Commission will invite the Rivers State Commissioner of Police to defend himself in the accusation of human rights abuses leveled against him by the Governor.
Tension between the Rivers State Governor and the Commissioner of Police in the state, Mr. Joseph Mbu, dates back to February 2013, when the Governor accused Mr. Mbu of undermining the security structure in the state, an accusation the Commissioner of Police did not take lying low. The accusation and counter-accusation came to a head on the 10th of July 2013, when the Rivers State House of Assembly was embroiled in a leadership tussle, which also saw men of the Nigerian police taking sides with the two factions in the House of Assembly. The fact has caught the attention of the National Assembly, who investigated the crisis and called for the removal of Mr. Mbu as the Rivers State Commissioner of Police. Apparently, nothing was done about the recommendation.
Nays 47, ayes 50.
To press home his frustration about working with Mr. Mbu, Governor Amechi petitioned the Presidency, the Inspector General of Police, the Police Service Commission and the National Human Rights Commission. The National Human Rights Commission first invited the Governor to defend his petition, where he listed the alleged sins of Mr. Mbu.
Invited him to come here today to throw more light, to substantiate his allegations in line with our rules of procedure. And he has come here, he has responded to our invitation, and he's here. We, in the same vein, invited other persons who were mentioned in that petition, like the Commissioner of Police of Rivers State.
Now, the Nigerian police institution is being used to undermine the state government, that you can barely even meet. Even when we have to hold state functions, like the employment of teachers, we felt that when we did a study of the number of teachers that we needed in the state, we discovered that we needed about 90,000 teachers. We were able to employ 13. On the day we were issuing them letters of employment, I was in New Jersey, and they went to assemble at the stadium to get employment letters. And Nigerian police, led by Joseph Mbu, went there and shot tear gas at them. So what I try to do is to bring to focus to the Nigerian nation that that Rivers State is becoming a police state.
The petition to the Human Rights Commission appears to be the only one that has been given serious consideration. Nigerians will be waiting to see how this works out. Amaka Ukafo, Channels Television News.
It appears the Advisory Committee on National Conference is not wasting any time to carry out its mandate. The committee has kicked off its first town hall meeting in Akure, the Ondo state capital. The meeting was attended by political leaders, traditional rulers, women's groups, non-government organizations and youth groups. Describing the proposed conference as a step in the right direction, the Ondo State Governor, Olusegun Mimiko, pointed out that his state is fully prepared for it. Governor Mimiko added that the suggestions made at the town hall meeting will help shape the focus and agenda of the conference. He is confident that Nigeria will emerge stronger and more united at the end of the conference.
The issues to be discussed here today are no doubt germane. The suggestions and ideas that we're going to share will surely go a long way in helping us to shape the focus of discussion at the national conference. I have no doubt in my mind that the impressive representation of interests and groups that are gathered here today will provide useful options and recommendations that will help us to shape the agenda for this long-awaited national conference.
Consulting with Nigerians very widely, to know what exactly they want us to do when it comes to arranging a national conference or dialogue. And we would like them to tell us, for example, what should be the items of the agenda, what should we consider, what should be the agenda for this conference. How should we select the delegates? What should be the total number of delegates?
For their commitment at transforming education, the World Bank has offered a $150 million grant to 3 performing states in the country. Ekiti, Anambra and Bauchi states are to benefit from the State Education Investment Program, which is based on 6 criteria, including a track record of reforms and performance, as well as demonstrated commitment. At the formal launch in Abuja, the Minister of Education, Mr. Nyesom Wike, noted that the implementation of the grant to boost basic education will be closely monitored by the local communities. Our correspondent, Gloria Umezioke, reports.
The story has changed for hundreds of thousands of children in the 3 states of Bauchi, Anambra and Ekiti. They stand a huge chance of getting improved quality of schooling through the State Education Program Investment Project by the World Bank. For these recipients, the announcement of $150 million to the states could not have come at a better time when basic education is in dire need of a boost.
The states were selected based on 6 fair and transparent criteria. First was the track record for reforms, past experience with World Bank projects, political commitment and ownership for reform, states that passed the fiduciary filter, which is the Procurement Act and Fiscal Responsibility Act, states that did not benefit from previous development policy loans that the bank provided or health projects.
The Minister of Education noted that the project will work with the federal government and support education programs for the benefiting states, which will guarantee improved access and efficiency.
More specifically, the project will support needs-based teacher employment, school-based management, accountability and measurement of student learning in these states. Communities will play a role in monitoring education performance, advocating for input services, and encouraging learning in and out of school. A key focus will be in identifying and enrolling out of school children in the 3 project states.
Please seize this opportunity to ensure that the fund that is meant for the development of Nigerian children, they have to access. And if you have any of the 3 states today that are participating because of the geopolitical balancing, I want to plead with such states to please move forward from non-performing states.
The project also aims at addressing gender issues and raise the quality of education by improving teacher availability in the rural areas. Gloria Umezuke, Channels Television News.
The Lagos State Government has inaugurated the 10.4 megawatt Alausa power project in Lagos. The plant, which is expected to supply power to the State Secretariat in Alausa and its environs, is a public-private partnership project financed by Fidelity Bank PLC. Our correspondent, Bisi Koka, reports.
The Alausa Power Plant project is part of efforts to conserve energy and comes with a huge sigh of relief as it has eliminated the use of about 120 generators within the State Secretariat and its environs. Lagos State Governor Babatunde Fashola believes that the solution to improved economic activities remains in Made in Nigeria product.
The solution to unemployment, the solution to underdevelopment, the solution to jobs, improved economic opportunities lie in 3 simple words: made in Nigeria. I welcome you all warmly to what is perhaps the first government secretariat that will now run on its own power without diesel or natural gas and clean fuel in the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
After all said and done, the governor proceeded to commission the plant.
Towards reliable public power for the conduct of government business and public service, it's my honor and pleasure to cut this tape to commemorate the commissioning of the Alausa and 10 megawatt power plant.
Why did Fidelity Bank key into this project?
Fidelity Bank decided to participate as sole financier for this project. First, because it's a safe project, the way we have structured it. Secondly, because of its possibilities to transform the way the seat of government operates here in Alausa in Lagos, and also the daily lives of the people who would have access to this power in these environs.
This is the 3rd power project to be financed by Fidelity Bank in the state, which is going to supply power to 62 buildings, comprising of over 1,000 offices in the Lagos State Secretariat. Bisi Koka, Channels Television News.
When the news at 10 returns, banks' deposit and lending rates increased in the month of August. That's on Business News. Do join us again.